Probably should have did that before I went live. Monetization helps. Get out of here with that crap. What's up, creepers? And Geekers, Chris, Atari Creep. How's everyone doing today? Yeah. Walt Disney World. I'm at Walt Disney World. I'm in my resort. And the girls are at the pool. I'm staying home to eat. I'm fucking starving. Hope y'all are having a great weekend. Alright. What's up, man? Yep, Disney World. I'm on the Florida side of things right now, bro. Thanks for popping in. I haven't gone to Galaxy's Edge yet, but they got these cool things there. Star Wars themed fucking Coke bottles. I can't tell you how many of these I do have. Hey, Camaro, what's going on, buddy? What's going on? I got a turkey sandwich. Let's see. Hey, Sweet Nintendo, what's going on, man? Everybody's having a Coke. I'm a Coke Zero kind of guy. I like the flavor better. I started drinking Diet Cola when I found out that I had that type 2 shit going on, right? That's all because I eat like a fucking idiot. Oh, whatever that last comment was. Oh, yeah, you're having the thermal detonator Coke. Pirates of the Caribbean is my favorite. Nice, dude. Nice. Fuck, what was I saying? Yeah, I normally drink I started drinking Diet Coke, and I actually kind of prefer it better at Diet Pepsi. My mom drank Diet Pepsi. So, that's why I grew up sneaking when I was a kid. So I prefer the Diet Colas over the full-fledged, but hope you guys are having a great time. We are so far. Yesterday was rough. Yesterday we got here, we were in Magic Kingdom. But we got up at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to get ready to get to the airport. And, yeah, I usually drink Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi also, Tommy Uyamiko says. Yeah, there's just something real heavy about the syrup in these things, man. I don't know, but we woke up at 3. Guys, I've been on so many trips, going to the airport to go here to there. When I lived in Arizona, I can't tell you how many times I flew back and forth. Or even drove, but I've been to Disney 3 times now in the past 7 years. And every time it's always a headache. We got up at 3 in the morning. The guy was already waiting for us when we were ready to go. We got in there. There was no traffic. There was no wait in line. We got right onto the fucking plane. The plane within a half hour was up in the air. I fell asleep while watching Megan. Actually, no, I didn't sleep. I was going to try to sleep, but I watched Megan on the way here. Such a great movie. What a great movie. I want to watch it again when I get home because I had my headphones on. And the airline headphone thing sucks. It's like, I don't know if the plane is just too fucking loud or what the deal with it is, but smoothest ride here. We get there, a shuttle comes and brings us to the resort. We get here, we're ready to rock and roll in the room. We get in the room, we go right to the Magic Kingdom. Hot as balls all day. Exhausted. I'm gonna be posting some videos over on my other channel once I get it all collected. We've been here 2 days. And I have over 3 hours in footage. And you guys know me, I'm not much of an editor. Once in a while I'll try to play around with it and be silly, but nah, fuck that noise. Let's make about 3 videos, put them together, have a nice day. Oh yeah, I went to Florida Disney when I was 12 back. It was hot, never went back. Last time we went, it was July, dude, and that was worse. Actually, today wasn't bad at all. It rained on and off all day, which was fine because we were at Animal Kingdom. Getting wet on every other ride anyway, besides, of course, Mount Everest, which is fucking phenomenal. But yeah, we got back to the room after hanging out in Magic Kingdom all day. Passed right the fuck out. I'm exhausted now. My hip is killing me. But we finally got back from Epcot. We went from Animal Kingdom today to Epcot. California's okay. No humidity problem. Yeah, yeah. I've never been to the California one. In fact, I've only been to this one 3 times in recent times, you know. I never went as a kid or anything. But got to ride the Tron cycle roller coaster. If you didn't know anything about that, man, look it up. The videos don't do it justice. I hate heights. I'm terrified of heights, but I love roller coasters. So it's like this balance of me being a pussy in line and then getting on the thing. Our Disney is much smaller from, yeah, well, we have like 4 parks. We have like 4 or 5 parks. And I say 4 or 5 because Disney Springs isn't technically a park, but well, it's fucking well be, right? But Tron, whatever it's called, the Tron cycle ride, roller coaster. It was awesome. I love launch coasters, first of all. I hate that whole, you know, it's almost like being lowered down to your fucking death. You know, my anxiety just jumps right up. I wish there was a way I could keep these things up here. S. Mill, what's up, my brother? I had a bad Six Flags, never went to the amusement. I'm sorry, man, your comment's gone. This isn't like being on the computer. I hate that. That's why I don't do this much. But let's see, S. Mill said I went to Universal Studios theme park. I got right, yeah. I wanted to go to Universal this time, at least just once, but next time we'll make a couple days for it. But the Tron Cycle roller coaster is fucking phenomenal. I've never felt that. Hey, hon, warn me when you guys are on your way back. That way I won't be streaming a couple of girls in their bikinis and shit. Because God knows the internet's very nice about that. Especially the people who watch my program. Oh, man. I was going to go on Tron Cycle. Sounds awesome. Dude, I would. Or wanted. I would, man. I totally would if you get an opportunity to. I'm grateful to have the opportunity. If it wasn't for my lady, honestly, I don't think I'd ever be able to pull this off. You pay for it over a long period of time and shit. And I've let myself be financially relaxed for too long now. You know what I mean? Most of my problem is I only have a couple of marketable skills and I can't do either one right now because of my hip. So I work for an artist supply company. It's not a minimum wage job. Well, I'm not going to get rich there. But it wasn't for her. But I feel blessed to just even fucking be here. I'm not going to lie. I feel grateful. But if you get a chance, do it because I've never been as happy as I am on that ride. It felt so amazing. Rides exhilarate you and everything, but there was just something about that. Do you have a clear background? I bet you could be a bouncer. I was a bouncer. I used to work for this bar called the Town Line Lounge in Malden, Massachusetts on Route 99. As a matter of fact, tough to get old. I know what you're saying. Oh, yeah, you worked at jails. Yeah, I was also a corrections officer for 13 years. But a lot of us that worked together, we also worked at this bar called the Town Line Lounge. It was like a meat market / cop shop. It was weird. A weird bar. But we rock and rolled all the time. Alan, what's up, buddy? Go check out the Real Lightsaber video on the web. And check it out. Yeah. Yep. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've already seen that. Fuck, what was I going to say? Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. I haven't even smoked tonight. I haven't smoked in like 3 days. I can't remember a damn thing. I'd enjoy Universal more than Disney. Classic. Yeah, dude, Jaws. Not to mention the Universal Monsters, bro. Universal Monsters is where it's at for me. All right, well, I asked them not to have the honey mustard on this thing. I'm vaping a lot. I was going to do that. I was going to bring a vape with me, but I said, you know what? Nah. They took Jaws out? Oh, I hope not. That was classic, man. These parks love doing that shit. They love taking legacy rides and making them go away. But they're like, oh, sorry, bro, they're pre-made. Oh, my dumb ass didn't get any fucking napkins. Looks like a face towel is going to get it. I saw someone say something about Cali. Fucking face cloth, fuck 'em. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, how the hell did we get our smoked turkey sandwich on a face cloth? It's called being too stupid to get napkins. Sandwich review. It's on wheat. It's smoked turkey. It's got a little bit of Dijon mustard, some onions. If you like those things, it tastes great. It tastes fine. It's big. It's a big fucking sandwich. It's a big sandwich. Guys, check this out. Check this out. Ooh, boy, hell yeah! Let's see. Tron 3 is coming. All right, I gotta admit something to you guys. Tron. I've seen the first movie a couple of times, here and there. It's okay. I never really got into it. I have not seen the newer one. I think I need to refresh myself on the original. I do need to refresh myself on the original. And then I will watch the second one, and then when the third one comes out. It really did light up a spark for that. As a matter of fact, at one point, I'm like, wait a minute. Because I'm looking at all the Tron merchandise. $12 for the sandwich or homemade? The sandwich, I got it here. Right around the corner from my room is like a small grill. So they were going to close up at 10 o'clock, so I ran down there real quick because we just got back from Epcot. But yeah, it re-sparked all my love. I can get a infinity disc, whatever the heck that's called. They have this really neat setup where, almost like with the holocrons and all that, where you can get different chips and they would make the things talk differently. I'm interested in Florida Disney a few years ago. Doing the campground. Oh, that would be rad. I gotta look into that. There's a campground around here. Instead of a hotel. Fuck, dude. You know what? These bitches I live with, they won't do it. They won't do it. Sorry, Cheryl, I had to say it. They won't do it. Well, you might. Can't be too hot, though. Oh, that's another. Yeah, you got a good point there. But, you can buy different chips so different characters from the movie will say stuff, but they also have an action figure with a digital face that they'll put your face on and you'll talk. It's like it's a little taller than, say, your average NECA figure, you know? And your face is on it. It doesn't look great. It really doesn't look great. It looks like, do you remember there was like a little camcorder that took regular cassettes when we were kids? It looked like that. But you would be the action figure. I think getting the $80 3D printed one would probably be better, but because these ones are $80 as well. But if you get the full package, you get this big backpack where you can attach the disc to, and it lights up and everything, and then you get the jacket which lights up and the action figure and one other thing for like $350, which I don't know if I'm really that into it. Late. What are we having? A turkey sandwich, buddy. We're having a smoked turkey sandwich. But I'm definitely going to get the infinity disc. I'm probably going to get that, and it suffers from the same shit that, yo, Richie, what's going on, my friend? Someone made real life light cycle bike. Oh man, I would love to ride that, you know? Hey, what's going on, buddy? Nothing. The kids are and the ladies out at the pool. I'm in a resort right now. I'm eating and I was bored. I figured before I take a shower, just grab mac and cheese along with a soda. At the pool? Who eats mac and cheese in the heat? I love you, dear, but god damn. That's what she said. Right? We'll get back to this here in a second then. But it suffers from the same thing most souvenirs do. Even the really nice looking ones. The LEDs, you can see where each bulb is. And that drives me nuts. So I'm actually thinking about buying it. Opening it up and just putting like real lights and a diffuser in there so the whole thing lights up. You know, I don't care about the voice features and all that crap. So I may get an infinity disc or whatever it's called. But yeah, I was like, this doesn't look like the Intellivision game to the guy who led us on the ride. He just looked at me like, what? And then Tommy and everybody over there, please forgive me. I was like, That's two television scams. I don't believe it was a scam. I believe it was mishandled. But I still had to make the joke because it was fucking funny. But no, this is a... Check it out. Check it out. I love a good turkey, blah, blah, blah. I love turkey, man. Turkey's my favorite, dude. I could eat turkey every day. So I was in Memento Mori, which is the shop for the Haunted Mansion. Now, let me say this first before anyone pukes on me. I like the look of this one better. I know the California one is the original. I do. Gobble, gobble. Thanks, Richie. Appreciate that. I know the California one's the original, and it's the most iconic one. I do like the way it looks. But this is more my aesthetic. So this is the first thing I bought here. It's a model kit of the Haunted Mansion. And, you know, you come to places like this, and like that Infinity disc, I think is like $50 or $60. This was 30. It's a legit model. I actually opened it up to see. It's on sprues, guys. It's on sprues. So I can't wait to get home and live stream the build. And I will do that on this channel and not my vlog channel. Somebody mentioned they want Creeps and Crafts to come back. We will. We will when I get back. I have a whole bunch of different sculpting ideas. I'm gonna shift my art like this, just slightly. I'm still gonna paint. I'm still gonna do everything. Thanks, Richie. I appreciate that, man. I mean, of course, I'm not gonna leave it. I mean, it's already colored, so you can literally just snip and glue it, and there you go. You have the Haunted Mansion, right? But I'm gonna obviously weather it, make it look a little more realistic, and give it like it has a little stand, so I'm gonna give it a little whatever. I'm gonna make it look cool, make it look good. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Possum and Great. Well, hold on. Even at Disney, I remember to get my glasses, so now I can fucking actually read your shit, guys. So yeah, that was the first thing I bought, and then I got a shirt today with the. I guess it was one of the original mascots here. It was an orange, and it just says like Groovy Garden on it, and he's just all like, "Hey, man, hold on, where is it?" Oh no, really, for real? What the fuck did I do with it, man? Where's my Groovy Garden? Oh, that sucks. I'm yelling. I hope the neighbors don't care. You know what? I paid just as much as they did, or I should say we did. I didn't pay as much. I don't know where it is. I literally just bought the thing. Oh well. Whatever, I gotta eat the sandwich before the bread gets hot. That's what she said. But you know what I'm in love with? Locally we have a chain of pizza. Down one day. No one knew it was closing, including the employees, which is kind of fucked up. Watching, I got a whole bunch of fries if the girls want someone to get back. I didn't expect them to give me a giant bucket. Fuck, what was I talking about? Let me know. See, this shit happens when I don't smoke, so don't think it's because I'm getting high. I missed much. Are you in a hospital? No, I'm in Walt Disney World. I'm in Walt Disney World, buddy. In a resort. But I am going to be shifting my art. I want to go into more sculptural things. I've never seen any of the avatars. I still have 0. Is a shirt in your bag? No, it was in the shopping bag. Oh, right here in front of me. I've never seen the movie Avatar, but they got that ride here, that Banshee ride. That was pretty rad too. It's one of those things where you're in front of a big screen and you wear glasses, so it more simulates you moving around. Thanks, Joe. And that was pretty cool. You get to fly around whatever that world is called. Very beautiful. It was good. I just kept going, wow, this is beautiful the whole time. But outside they had all these like little things. I don't know. So I took like detailed pictures. Very organic. Very aliens like, very Geiger-esque as far as like say eggs and stuff like that. I want to start sculpting stuff like that. Yeah, it was awesome. But here's the shirt. And oddly enough, they had it in 3X, even though I'm now a 2X. I'm now a 2X. I've been cutting sugars out of my life. After saying I'm drinking a Coke. But, what is your opinion on Florida's governor versus Disney World? I don't know if there's anything going on there. I have no idea. I don't follow politics outside of my own state. And I don't even follow that too much. Sorry, I don't really have much of an opinion on that. I saw both. Pandora, bro. Yeah, that's what it's called. Pandora. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. But it sparked a little bit of interest in it. Maybe I'll watch the first one just to see. Went to and lost tons of fat. What was that? WF? Explain that to me. I just need to stop eating like a douchebag, and I need to get out and be physical. I'm not gonna lie. I'll admit it. Whole Foods plant-based. Okay, I gotcha. We do have a Whole Foods in my town too. We call it Whole Paycheck. Let's see. Would love an alien ride or a walk. I know. Tell me about it. Right? Brown rice, beans, fruits, grains, etc. Yeah, right on. Both were epic in the theaters, 3D, in 3D. Yeah, I bet. Did you get Das Boot? No. I'm not a drinker? If that's what you're referring to, I'm not smart, guys, and I'm exhausted. Please help me out here. But no, I do not have Das Boot. Turn the boot. But yeah, I just love the aesthetic of it. What a beautiful ride. And it's like a bike thing that you're on, right? And it grabs you in the back and grabs your calf muscles and something that typically about 6 months ago, Atari Creep for life, thank you, buddy. I would not have been able to get on. Yeah, I just been cutting sugars out stuff. But the thing was, it was like between your legs. You're supposed to be on this bird-like creature, right? They call a banshee, but the other people call it something else. And this bladder is by your thighs, making it feel like it's breathing. It's pretty interesting. I even read all the books years ago too. Right on, Stu. Right on. Hey, welcome. Thank you, man. Coming in. I appreciate it. Grabs you. Where do I sign up? Oh, it grabs you. Don't you worry about that. The Tron Cycle does too. I think it was a banshee. Yeah, we called them banshees. The humans that were working with the big blue knobbies, or whatever the fuck they're called. They called it something else. How kinky. Nipples. Sorry. I don't want anything between my legs. Damn. It was worth it, man. It does that whole, it's going to mix your DNA with their DNA because the birds will eat you if you don't look like one of them. And like, it gave you little zaps in the back and the front. I'm sure it was just like vibration, but it actually felt like it tingled. So maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just like teeniest tiny little eep. I heard that Walt Disney froze his head. We were joking about that at my work. No. I mean, maybe he did. Sometimes truth comes out of jest. Kidding around, but I don't know. Wow, the tape's coming off of my glasses. There was a show, okay, show of hands. Who remembers a program in the 80s on HBO called Not Necessarily the News? Hands up, please, everyone. I remember they used to do spoof commercials, too, in between. I remember once they did Disney on Ice, and it was like a couple spotlights on an ice rink, and they just slid a coffin across the fucking thing. Oh, I'm not a bad looking guy, Richie says. I remember me. Cool. All right, so people do remember that. Good. I used to watch that religiously. Loved it. I know I was too young for it at the time, but I didn't give a shit. My minister daddy couldn't stop me from doing that when he was asleep. Hey, what's up, Brady? I do. What'd you say? Where's some came from? That's right, the Sniglets. Oh my god. For real? Coffin? Yeah. They just threw a coffin on the ice and let it slide through the spotlights. There was like 2 spotlights on it. The thing just went. Ted Williams froze his head. Did he really? Hey, you know what, dude? Happy on Halloween, Creep. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Cadaver. Haven't seen you in a while. Although I haven't really streamed in a while either. Thanks for coming by, everybody. Hanging out with me. I've been having a rough couple of days, so it's nice to get away. Nuts, yeah. I mean, it's comedy, bro. I know certain things today don't jive, but it's like I think we as a society need to lighten up a little bit. What are you munching on? This is a roasted, smoked turkey sandwich. It's just got some mustard and I don't know, craisins. I love craisins. Cranberries are dry out like raisins. With onion. Pretty cool. I posted on both my TikTok and my my Facebook. You guys know I don't have any fucking teeth, right? So I bought this hat today because the Scally Captors ain't doing it. But dude, please film Pirates and the Mansion. I do have a bunch of Mansion, but it's gonna go on my other channel. Okay? And I had this on like this. And I remember the first thing I thought of was, hey Paul, I got me a Josie Wales. But now I was like, hey everybody, look at me. It doesn't look as Virginia. No offense to people from Virginia. I was gonna say, if only gosh, I had that match my teeth. I got this today too. Don't care gum. Gum it, yeah. That's all you can do, man. That's all I can do. Love with or without teeth, brother. Appreciate it. I do need to. It's a degenerative thing that I have. My teeth were really small and very weak, and it didn't take much to chip them and everything. And every time I would go to get something work done, it would either be too much money. Alan, do me a favor. Let me know if you retracted that, because I keep telling YouTube not to retract messages that may be offensive or whatever the fuck it is. Inappropriate. So, if that wasn't you, let me know, please. As a matter of fact, I had to click that button when I got into here. Okay. You didn't delete it? Fuck. Can you paraphrase whatever it is what you're trying to say? I'm sorry, man. I don't do that shit with comments and stuff. You can say whatever you want. I may mouth back, but you ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Oh, maybe you will, but give a shit. What am I gonna put this ketchup on? I didn't bring any napkins or anything. I don't want to put it on this lid because I'm gonna have to sandwich away for tomorrow. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Oh, I didn't put it on the. I like chicks with no teeth. No shit, right? Let's see. Are you going to watch new Haunted Mansion movie? You bet your ass I'm going to watch the new Haunted Mansion movie. Absolutely. Abso-motherfucking loop there. Little Cliff Burton quote there, if you know what that's from. He was whistling first. He was like. They were smoking weed. Someone's like, hey, Cliff. He's like, fuck you, puss fag slut. Ever play Cloak and Dagger? No, dude, I have not. Saw half of Renfield today. Nice. I have a spider named Renfield. I haven't seen that either. Although I did mention it earlier, I saw Megan on the way here on the plane, right? When the new movie's at the theaters, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably go to the theaters to watch it. I'll go to support it. You know, a lot of people are like, why are they remaking it already? Well, a lot of people don't like the original one. I think it's all right. I mean, it's very typical of its time. It's a very movie of its time when that type of movie was beaten down like a dead horse, you know? Yeah, I mean, I'll go. I love the Haunted Mansion. It's been one of my favorite things my whole life. I remember even before going into it. It's a classic, a little crypt. It's sort of like, oh, hold on. Have you played Beat 'em and Eat 'em? I have played Beat 'em and Eat 'em. As a matter of fact, I don't know if this is a real memory or not, but I think my brother had it. I seem to remember him having one of those Mystique games with the little fake leather, you know, thing. Oh, I just put my hands in the fucking ketchup. Oh, I hate ketchup. Just on fries, like I barely dip it in there. Just to give it a little bit of something, you know. It was either that one or Custer's Revenge. Or, oh, you know what? I think he had Custer's Revenge. I remember even at then looking at it going, wow, this is a little offensive. He shouldn't be doing that without her permission. She's tied up to a cactus. 8-bit pixels. You know? But yeah, no, Beat 'em and Eat 'em I've played. I'm a big Kaboom fan. So when I heard that there was a Kaboom-esque game, some dude is snapping it, and you control a chick trying to catch it. Both pinnacle game design, right? Right? Oh, let me get my itchy leg. Itchy leg. But yeah. So is everyone doing well? It's been a while since we've done something like this. I apologize for that. I just haven't been feeling it, guys. I haven't been feeling it at all. And then I got into a thing with my my other channel, started fucking pumping those videos out. I was actually having fun over there, so. Haha, both pair. Okay, let's see. Kaboom is always great. Paddles are hard for me to keep around. Yeah. Get yourself a can of Deoxit. You can get it on Amazon. Any respectable place should have it, but I love it, Chris. I'll get here, brother. Yeah, right on, man. Thanks. I'm glad you're well. But you get yourself some Deoxit. And you don't even have to pull it apart if you don't want to. Just pull the plastic knob part off of it and take the straw out and shoot it. There should be like a split. Just shoot it in there. Just give it hell. It'll eventually get into the pot, and then just give, you know, really work that stuff in. I mean, it's better if you open it up. You're not really gonna. It's not really complicated. It literally is just like a knob, a button, and a couple wires. So if you open it slowly, you can see exactly how to put it back together. Open it up, pull the pot out. I mean, you have to undo a nut, and then you can spray it into. There should be like little openings, and again, work it in there. So get yourself some of that. And I say, I probably squirt mine. Well, 'cause I don't use them as much, one every 6 months or so. They start getting a little goofy, but if you use them a lot, it'd be a lot less of a problem. Because believe it or not, you're actually cleaning it as you're using the damn thing. Any talk about upcoming minifigs? You talking about as far as like me making any? I have actually a really cool one coming up pretty soon that I'll talk to you about. But let's get back to the paddles here. I'll look into it. Sounds easy enough, man. Thanks. Yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all. I think I actually have a video where I cleaned a pair of driver paddles. I had a couple of them. And I sent one up to Brian's man cave because he had the game for Indy 500. But he didn't have a paddle. So I pulled it apart and cleaned it. I use WD-40. That's like a Band-Aid. The problem with WD-40 is it will eventually collect more more. So the more you use it, the more you're scraping the carbon. Because you gotta understand these things, even though it's minute, there's still electricity bouncing between it, right? And what ends up happening is you get carbon scoring. That's what happened with the NES. I mean that and the. I have no idea what all that is, but Alan, what is that stuff, bro? Looks like a color wheel. But at first I thought someone was trolling. I thought I finally got a troll in here. But every time we loading. Yeah, my bad. See? Loading. Every time you would put your cartridge in there, right, and you press it down, you press the button, again, the design would open up the 72-pin connector. But more times than not, what we would do is we'd pull out, blow all kinds of snot and saliva in there, and that would create a better connection, and it would work. But more importantly, what was happening there is as you were pushing it in and out, you were actually scraping some of that off of the connections. So it would make a better connection. So it really wasn't blowing into it that fixed us. It was scraping the connections in and out constantly. You know, we would try to do that whole, I'm going to put like a quarter of the way. And that's when you know your 72-pin connector is spread out. And that's an easy fix if you have a small tool, or you could just buy a new one and put it in there. I recently learned about using a compressor. And CPU fans, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly, my friend. Exactly. That's very important because if the fan can't move, it can't cool off your equipment, and your equipment slows down or dies. So, push it in and out. He's killing me. I tried, bro. I tried. But long story short, carbon scoring was your problem with the NES cards. So a lot of times what I end up doing is I take, if I have to clean a card that's really bad, I'll use an eraser. I use a really good, you can get a plastic eraser, not eraser for plastic, but it's a specific kind of plastic that a lot of folks that use like charcoal in art use. But there's one just called, God, what is it? Fuck, I can't remember now, of course not. But long story short, if you hit with an eraser and then just wipe it off, you're usually good to go, more times than not. Erasers were literally made to rub carbon off of a delicate surface. And that's literally what you're doing, so. Done the easier thing, it works. The eraser thing, sorry. Even with the glasses, I can't see. It does. Well, I mean, unless, of course, there's a problem with the cartridge or the system. That should go without saying, but you never know. You never know these days. But yeah, that's my preferred method. So when I used to collect it, I'd come home with 5 or 6 cartridges from whatever. That's the first thing I did is I popped open every one of my cartridges, blew out the dust, and then I took an eraser to the contacts, whether they look dirty or not. The alcohol thing, again, is a nice Band-Aid, nice quick fix. And stores seem to do it all the time. That bugs me because not all alcohol is good for that. There's a lot of alcohol that has glycerin in it. 72 pins do expand. They do, yep. And that was because of the design. I mean, you think about the cartridge is doing this. It's going in like this and then like this. So you know that's going to do this, right, eventually? Loosely, what's up, my friend? Thanks for popping in, man. Racer and cards. Yeah, okay, good. Good. Two people of validation. Fuck, where was I? I guess it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Someone put that loading symbol up again. All right, now it's the point where the bread's starting to get too brittle. I'm just going to pull it apart and eat the turkey. Thank God this honey mustard doesn't taste so strong. There's just something about mustard on turkey. I don't like it. My nephew, Thanksgiving, smothers it with bucket mustard. I'm like, you're a commie pinko, bro. Not much here chilling after a long shift. Yeah, man, relax. Open up a cold one if that's your deal and relax. But yeah, those were the two main flaws with the NES. You know, they wanted to make it look like boring American fucking electronics, like a VCR. Because if it looked more like a VCR, it didn't look more like a video game system. It looked more like something for an entertainment system, you know? And yeah, somehow it took off. Mustard on beef? not chicken or turkey. Oh, I can't agree with you on that one either. I like mustard on chicken. Honey mustard. This is more of a Dijon. I'm sorry. I meant to say that. The toaster was legit. Yeah, I don't know, man. I was never a fan of the design. It's classic, and I'm telling you right now, if I don't hear that noise, that squeaking noise, you know, that squeaky door noise when you, then it doesn't feel right when I'm playing. But I'll be honest with you, if I don't have to play on an NES, I would prefer not to. I would genuinely prefer not to if I can get the games to play well elsewhere. Because they're just so fucking finicky. I just don't like them. I hate their design. I hate the way they operate. I hate that you're always fucking fighting with them. I hate that you have to cut a chip, a pin on a chip, just to get certain games to work. Different gens, yeah. Jerome, what's up, my friend? Welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, that's what's going on. Really have much to talk about, to be honest with you. Mac and cheese pizza. I've never had that, but I keep hearing how good it is. Mac and cheese I'm very picky with. Very picky. So... I promised I'd go back to talking about minifigs. I was hanging out watching Ancient Aliens. That's rad, man. That's rad. I am an ancient alien. Oh, I got a little bread there. Wow, I'm a mess, bro. Really good. Yeah, Esmil. Yeah. He seconds the whole mac and cheese on pizza. Has to be baked mac and cheese, though. With the little crumblies. Not that box shit, which I do like. I do like Kraft mac and cheese. Actually, when I was a kid, Stop and Shop used to sell this generic brand that was way better than all of them. Way better. You can get 2 boxes for $1. I know, print one, making a rack to hold my games. That's cool, man. That's awesome, man. I hope it comes out well. I hope it comes out well. But yeah, no, my minifigs. So I had this little plastic coffin. And I had an extra head of the Count from the little people. I had these hands from something else. So I put it together. Excuse me, I'm getting the hiccups. And I'll make it a Count in carbonite. It's a Count in coughing carbonite. I just thought that sounded cool. So I'm working on that. A buddy of mine is working on the art. I don't know if he wants me to mention who he is, so I try not to do that until they come out and say, yeah. Let's see. Thanks for the tips on... Cool, yeah. But, yeah, that's the next thing I'll probably work on. I'm not sure. I'm working on the art. Okay, well, Richie. My boy there, Cryptic Line Works. Do you still go by Cryptic Line Works, bro? I think you do, right? You still have that account. But regardless, whatever name you want to go by, make sure you put it here. Go check out this kid's art, man. Shit's awesome. He's done art for a few figures. He's done art for a figure that doesn't exist yet, or anymore, I should say. I started putting it together, and an accidental figure came out of it, out of a flaw, and people really resonated with that one. So I just made a whole bunch of the flawed version and put it together. But the main one never just came out. I made a few and sold them, and then at that point it was like, I knew a girl always told me noodles are meant for bread. Is that what you said? Unfortunately, they just fade away. So I wait for someone else to comment. There we go. The AI stuff is sexy. And I don't just mean that in a sexual way. It is sexy that way too, bro. You're killing it, man. You're slaying it. Slay. Yeah, I don't think it's meant for bread either, but sounds like my kind of girl. Yeah. I'll try anything once. Cryptic is private. Add me though. Right on. Yeah, guys. If you want to see some pretty rad artwork and recommendations of some pretty cool tunes, it's a good channel, good page to follow over on Instagram. But I got that coffin carbonite count in the works. There's just something about it I just don't. If you would just looked at something and said, "Fuck, there's something missing," or "There's just something not right about it," and that's what I'm experiencing right now with it. So I'm gonna do that. I wish you guys could see the fucking tripod I got you guys on. I got this really nice big long thing, and it's a tripod. I can also make it stand this tall from the floor, but it just fits in your hands. Great. Thanks, Chris. AI is my girlfriend. Cool. I hope I didn't offend you there. I meant no disrespect. Not even in the slightest. So if I did, my apologies, friend. Grabbing them food and heading back. I just got a text message from the boss. They're going to be heading back soon. You didn't, bro. Okay, man. Hey, you know what? You know, I can be a prick. I really can be. And I know that. To everybody. But at the end of the day, I just want everyone to fucking be cool, you know? I don't want anyone hurting, upset, sad. Unnecessarily so. Especially if I get respect for you, you know? If I get respect for you, then I don't give two fucks. I still don't wish any harm on you. Even if I say stupid shit like I'd like to smack you in the mouth. Just from a different world, you know? How's the Odyssey 2? I have no idea. I haven't fired it up yet. As a matter of fact, it went from my art table to underneath the snake tank. I got this brand new thing to put them on from work. It works perfect. Have you played Atari today? I have not, actually. I can, though. I brought this for the airplane, the Switch, and my Atari 50th collection is in it. I actually thought about firing this up, but I said, fuck that. I'm going to hang out with my buddies here. Because I have to be honest with you guys. You guys are like really my only friends. I legit have nobody local that I go hang out with or talk to on the phone or text or anything. I'm not that kind of dude. I wouldn't even know how to do it. I wouldn't even know. It's just the idea sounds strange, just going out with some dude and hanging out. It's just not in me. And I don't know how I did it in high school. But I legit just don't have any friends around here. Well, not here in Florida, obviously, but at home. And you guys can call it whatever you want. It's part of my anxiety and it's part of my depression. It's also part of being Irish, I'm sure. I just don't know how to do it. I really don't. In Arizona, I had my buddy, Mr. Pacu Gabe, and we'd hang out once in a while. But usually when I would hang out with people, it would be like in groups, you know, so I wasn't stuck with one cat. It's because people are stinky. And you know what, dude? I hate to say this, but I live in this weird paradox where inside here, where I just want to be rad to everybody, and I want everyone to be rad back, you know? And I try to go out of my way to be wicked cool to people, especially at work. Especially at work, not because it's my job. Fuck them, I don't give two shits either way. There's a job around every fucking corner. I just like seeing people happy. Because I know what it feels like not to be happy constantly, you know? But I fucking hate people. I hate our species so fucking much. And believe it or not, being here in Disney, it exacerbates that. You know what I mean? People walking on the wrong side of the fucking road or stopping. Like, there's a party of 8, like, just in the middle of the walkway. Just stop talking, jerking each other off and throwing kids back and forth and changing diapers. And I'm just like, I just want to go to the fucking elephant. Get the fuck out of my way, you motherfucker. Drawing stuff. You came down there. I will. I'm more into the Star Wars stuff. I want to go get me a couple more lightsabers. I I sold my only really good guitar. I got $600 for my Les Paul tribute because they were going to sell it at $1,000. I got $600 for it, and that's what I'm using to eat and buy stuff here. I haven't really dipped into it too much, but so I want to save that money for shit that I really want, like that model kit. You know, peace of mind is a wonderful thing. I don't want to do whatever I want. Yeah. Guys, I'm a floating kind of. You ever see Forrest Gump? You know that little feather? That's always how I've been. The wind takes me over here. I'm going over here. If I'm over here, I'm over here. And if the elevator goes, you know, I could be here today. I could be South Carolina tomorrow. I don't know. I actually had this fantasy today because I haven't been feeling well here, about just getting away from like the family, and because that's tough too with my, you know, my social anxieties and interacting. And the van that we got a ride from the airport to here is one of those Ford Transits, and after being in it, I'm like, you know what, it's ugly on the outside, but that's what it's all about, Chris, dude. Respect, to let go of something. Yeah, man. The last time I went to Disney World, Jerome says in 2011, cool, Disney doesn't call them lightsaber. Oh, well, there's a little something, laser sword. I think they call it a laser sword, don't they? One up, woman. How are you, hon? How you doing? Thank you. I really appreciate that. 100%. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while since we've chatted. Fuck, what was I saying? I don't know, man. Good. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear. Oh, I said, you know, I want to get one of those vans. I'm just going to spray paint the shit out of it, right? Put a bed or a beanbag in the back, grab my dad's guitar, and just literally travel as a traveling art studio. And just stopping every now and again at a festival or at an art thing or just on the side of the road. Just have a couple pieces out. I live on the road. Buy a piece of my art so I can get gas. You know, that kind of stuff. I want you to have the best time. You and your fam deserve it. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Never been to Disney. Yeah, if it wasn't for recent times and recent folk in my life, I've never been to Disney. This is now my third time in this past 7 years. So, again, I mentioned it earlier how grateful I am. How fucking grateful I am to have this experience. But I don't know if I want to come back. No, I want to come back. I think I'm Disneyed out. I think after this trip, it's going to be a while before I want to come back here. It's just too much for me. It's too much. Too much people, too much heat, too much walking. My hip is fucking on fire, bro. I want to vomit. My hip hurts so bad. And between all that, we're tired. Our routines are all fucked up, and we're all grumpy. Yeah, I don't know. But, so since I sold my guitar, I just want to get a couple of lightsabers and all that. Then go home. Call it good. Laser swords, yeah. In the original Star Wars, that's what they called them. George Lucas called them laser swords. And I think that's showing respect to that. I might be wrong. Maybe they just fucked up. But if you watch some early stuff, they talk about laser swords. Not lightsabers. I mean, they do talk about lightsabers, but you know what I'm saying. Thanks for going live tonight, Chris Ritchie says. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Winter better for Florida, yeah. I want to come in October, but they won't have it. I went September. Wasn't bad. You know, honestly, it's not that bad now. It's in the 80s. In some cases, it got to the high 80s. But like I said, today it was raining on and off. Raining on and off, so. I always need a couple from vacation. Yeah. Oh, shit, I think they're here. Or maybe not. I don't know. But either way, I gotta finish this. I gotta take a shower. And the girl's gonna be back in their bikinis and stuff. So I'm just gonna not fuck with that here. There's too many dickheads who watch this, who I think would fuck around with that. Maybe not. I don't know. But either way, guys, thanks for hanging out. You're the GOAT. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. You guys, I hope you're doing well. Maybe I'll do this again in another couple of days. But when I get back, I do plan on jumping in on the Odyssey 2, and more importantly, the Jaguar. I'm pretty intimidated by the multi-cart. I'm not going to lie. Because it says that you got to fucking scan a QR code on the TV and then download something, but my phone can't. I don't know. But, yeah. Guys, I hope you all have a rad night. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I really do appreciate it. This felt great. And, laser swords, according to Google. Yeah. So, okay, cool. Validated. Absolutely love it. This made my day, Chris. Thank you. Dude, thank you. I really appreciate that. That's rad. Peace, chicken grease. Enjoy your vacation. I will. I will. Finish the 45 long slide. I do have it out. It is on the shelves of projects coming. I have just resigned myself to, I keep starting projects and putting them aside. So I have like 4 or 5 that I'm putting out, and they're actually, and there are guitars in there too. So, guys, I do got to get going. I do got to get going. I will do an Atari stream pretty soon. I actually have it on the computer. I just don't know why I haven't done it. But I hope you all are doing well. And until next time, take care. Keep it real. Bye-bye.